In this video, I'm going to be doing a Christmas design for a very specific niche. We are also going to be adding it on Printify and we're going to be finishing it on Etsy. Okay guys, so the first step in this process of designing is researching, and I'm going to be doing like a quick little research, but if you need more help with like research, make sure that you do check out my research video that I'm going to be leaving in the description below. And after you watch that video, if you still need even more help with research, make sure that you do check out my membership, because I have a ton of research videos inside of that membership that helps you with like research and on Etsy and even outside of Etsy. But I am wanting to create a Christmas sweatshirt for chickens. Also, I did a whole video about the farm animals, like a whole research video about farm animals. I'm also going to be leaving that video in the description. So the way that I like to do research is I always like to go very broad. I don't like to just go immediately into the niches that I'm in, because then sometimes you get to miss out things. So I'm doing just Christmas sweatshirts, and I'm just going to do like a quick glance to see what I see, right? Like what colors are popping up, what fonts are popping up, what graphics, like everything that I'm seeing, right? So I'm just kind of looking at it very quickly to see what colors I'm seeing, what fonts am I seeing, what graphics am I seeing, what type of designs am I seeing, the placements. Like I'm literally just looking at everything that I see on this first page, right? Then I'm going to be adding like chicken, since I want to create like a chicken Christmas sweatshirt, right? So then I look to see what's already out here. So I'm seeing a lot of just like graphic type designs. Like I'm seeing like, multiple like graphics, one graphic. I'm seeing pocket designs. I'm seeing some funny saying, some funny chickens. I'm seeing a lot of like green. So just kind of what I'm seeing here, right? So this is just like, if this is your first time kind of doing research, I would not do this quickly. I will literally take my time doing this, because this is the most important step. You should spend more time researching that designing. I just kind of know what I want to create, so I'm just kind of showing you quickly how I would do this. But I would literally start broad and don't go straight to your niche, and then go more specific into the niche, and you're just literally looking at everything. Again, I'm going to link that research video. Make sure that you do watch it, because there I literally break it down to you of how I do the research and what I'm looking at when I'm doing research. And if you still need more help after that, make sure that you do check out the membership. But I'm literally looking at everything I see on the first page just to gather inspiration. I'm not just going to go look at like 2 listings and call it a day. I literally look at everything. Even for example, I'm going to be creating a sweatshirt. I can even go look at t-shirts. I can even go look at mugs, tumblers. You can even look outside of the box too, guys. The point is to just gather inspiration from everything that you see. So when you go to design, you can create something that's unique, that adds value, that's different. And we're also, of course, we're not just creating a Christmas sweatshirt. We're making it specific, right? So that way our design doesn't get buried by all the other Christmas sweatshirt designs that are out there. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to walk you to like Creative Fabrica, because I might want to get like a graphic from there. Okay, so now that we are on Creative Fabrica, I literally typed in here like chicken Christmas, and this what comes up. I usually like to go down here and make sure that I hit print on demand, because I want to make sure that there are things that I can use for print on demand. We're still going to tweak the design, make the design ours, because per Etsy's like service, you cannot just add a design from Creative Fabrica and sell it as is. I know people are doing that, but please don't do that, because you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to have a hand in the design. If you still have not gotten a Creative Fabrica membership, make sure that you do check out my link in the description. I love Creative Fabrica. I love getting graphics and fonts from here. So when looking here, I'm just kind of going to see what kind of catches my eye. Like I already like this one right here. Let's see what else. Maybe even this one right here, the little black chickens here, that one could work too. Oh, there's this one right here with patterns, right? So you just gotta look and see what catches your eye. Oh, this one looks pretty cool too. Or even this one. I like this one. I think I'm going to do this one. But what I'm going to do is, like for example, this one is saying commercial and full POD usage. So meaning like you can just, sell it as is, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to be downloading this one, and then I'm going to be showing you guys in Canva what we're going to be doing with this design. Okay, so now that we're in Canva and we added the design, I did it 4500 by 5100 because that's usually the dimensions for like t-shirts and sweatshirts on Printify. So what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of like this part that says this is season to be chicken. I can literally just do it like this, right? I'm fine deleting some of those stars, right? I might have to still use the magic eraser. I was trying to see if I didn't have to, but maybe I don't. Let's see. I think I might still need to use. So the way that I'll do it is I'll show you guys real quick. I just go here, I go to magic eraser, and you just literally do this. Of course, you want to be real careful that you don't end up like accidentally erasing something else that maybe you didn't want to erase, but like I'm fine erasing some of this like stars right here, even this one, and even this one, right? Can do that. I can even erase this one here. I think I want to erase this one over here too. So then I just hit erase, and then I'll get rid of that, right? Takes a little bit of time, and then sometimes too, let's go back. So you can use the magic eraser, or depending on where the words is, you can even just cut them like this too, like just like that, and that's it, right? So then, like, now that I'm happy with this, then I want to add text, right? And I want to make this design like to like a chicken mama, right? And then we can see what type of font I want to use. I think I want to make it all caps. So we can do something like that, and then we can make this a little bigger, right? And we can do something like that, or let's see if I want to use like a retro font. Well, I like that one too. Let's create a little bit of letter spacing, and then if I like, let's get the colors. You can get the colors from down here. I kind of like that brown. Oh, that red is super cute too. We can do something like that, right? Or I can even duplicate this, and then maybe, let's see, just add it up here, and then maybe just curve this a little bit, kind of like so. And then just like that, like I said, see, like this could be like this could be like this, right? You can even duplicate this again, and then here just put maybe chicken, right? And then at the bottom you can put mama, right? Or you can put like, I don't know, come up with funny phrases about chickens. You can go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to help you, like Mary, Cluck mask, like however, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things you can do. You can go to ChatGPT to help you kind of do that. And if you're targeting like other farm animals, then what you can do is here you just replace the chicken with like horse or cow or pig, and then this becomes a template that could be reused over and over again. You can also even personalize it by maybe on the sleeves they can add like the chicken names, right? Or you can even add like chicken mama and then put established, like I don't know when, and then people can put when they became chicken mamas, right? So I'm happy with this design, right? So then what we're going to do next is we're going to add it into Printify. Okay, so now that we are on Printify, we want to add this item to a sweatshirt. So now I don't know if you guys have noticed on your Printify now that you have, for certain items, not every single item, you have this whole Printify choice. It's pretty much something that they just ruled out. And they have like, not every single item is part of Printify choice, it's mostly apparel. But here they give you all the information about it. So pretty much it's just print providers that have a quality of like 9 plus. If you're not in that quality, they get kicked out. Also, there's also people that could probably be closer to your customers, right? They also are giving you a lower price, so you're paying a little bit less when you're choosing them, right? And if you don't want to choose them, you can still go here and choose your manually, but I'm just going to choose them and go to start design. So here you will add your design. I already have mine here, so we're just going to grab it from here. Then we always make sure that this is closest to the top here. Then here you get to pick the colors that you want to add this. I usually like to keep my colors like very minimal. Like I don't like to add a ton of colors because I feel like people get overwhelmed and then they just don't pick something. So we're just gonna add it in white, and then maybe let's do like a sand, and then we're going to preview it, save the product, and then usually save the selection. Usually here is where I also like to add my my SEO. If you still need help with SEO, I do have an SEO video that I'm going to be leaving in the link below, because that video is super simple. But like literally, I like to look at SEO. Like I know people like to overcomplicate it, but it's literally just describing what the item is, who is it for, who is it possibly could be a gift for, who is giving it as a gift, right? So this one is literally like saying chicken mama, right, sweatshirt, right? We can also describe other ways, like we can even say chicken mom, and we can do sweater. So I always like to use different words, like sweatshirt could be sweatshirt, could be sweater, it could be crew neck, it could be pullover. So find other ways to describe the item. A chicken mama can also be a chicken mom, right? This is also could be a gift for, right, a chicken mama, right? It can also be a gift from, like who is giving her this gift, you know, like maybe gift from her husband, right, or her brother or sister or uncle, like doing things like that, right? We also want to add that this is for Christmas, right? This is a Christmas design, like it's a Christmas chicken, you know, and we can put here crew neck because it is for Christmas. So this is where you can add certain descriptions like that. And then you always want to make sure that you do use all the 140 characters. Here I also like to fill out my descriptions here. So here I usually like to give a little bit of information about what the item is, like who is this item for, like who is the item for, or who is giving it, or who is giving it as a gift, right? So you like to give a little bit of that, like for example, this is a chicken mama sweatshirt, and then you know maybe who's giving it to her, or it's for the chicken mom that loves Christmas, you know, something like that. And then you also want to talk about like your policies here, like any important information like returns and exchanges and cancellations, excuse my spelling, cancellations, and anything that's important that the customer needs to know, right? So once you're happy with all that, I usually, here you can select if you want to do economy. I usually just keep it standard. You can assign a shipping profile here too, like if you already have one, right? You can also do your pricing here, but I like to do that on Etsy. So then once I'm happy with this, we're just gonna hit publish. It does take a little bit to hit publish, and this is the thing, you wanna wait until it's fully published when you get this green, because if you don't, if you go on Etsy right now and it shows up and you start to add everything, once it usually publish, it's going to delete all that because you didn't give it the time to finish. So now we're just going to go back into Canva, and I'm going to show you how to add this into like a mockup. Okay, so now that we're back in Canva, we added the design to a mockup. So the main thing with mockups, you want to make sure that you make it as realistic as possible to what the customer is going to get. And for this, you want to decrease the opacity. I mean the transparency opacity. So for this, especially for white, I like to make it as low as like even like here. Like I know this might not be a lot, like 70s, even 80s, but this is the thing, like when you do DTG, it gets really soaked into the fabric. So if you don't decrease that, you're gonna be getting a lot of complaints of people saying that the item on the mock-up was brighter than what they got. So I always like to decrease my transparency, like more than like below like even 90%. And trust me, like that what has helped me to not get like customer complaints, right? So like once I'm happy with it, like this to me looks good. Since this model is kind of straight, I don't have to really like finagle too much with the design. I just have to decrease the transparency. So now like what I'm happy with this, I would just download this. I will come back here, like see now it's published. So now we can go into Etsy and actually add the mockups. Okay, so now that listing is here on Etsy, we're just going to click on it, and what we'll do, like see our title is already here, right? Like I'll just make sure that I get to as close to 140 characters, right? Here is where I'll delete all of this, right? And I'll add, you know, like we'll add like the mockup that we did. I'll add it in a second. But here again, see like the description that we kind of like did on Printify kind of comes here too. Here's if you were doing personalization, of course you will add this here, right? And then here is what will like obviously look, all this came in the colors. So you can even go here like manage variation. And here you will like link, you can link the colors here too. I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. But here, for example, is where you can change the prices. So make sure that you are using like a profit calculator when you're doing this, and also keeping in mind if you're going to be running like a discount, right? So you can just click out of it and you can come here and update the price, right? Here's where you will do that. Let's unclick that, right? And then of course this is already filled out, right? It's a physical item, right? Another company made it, and then your production partner, all that shows up here. This category is already filled out too, right? It's a sweatshirt. Here's where you can add like the colors that you are offering it in, right? And then the length, right, is a long sleeve. You can show all attributes, see what else applies. Closer, it's a pullover, right? This is a holiday design, so here I can definitely add Christmas because it does apply here, right? Here's where all your tags go. This, for this material, I usually like to put whatever the item is made out of. So this is made out of cotton and polyester. So this will go here, right? Here's where you do your shipping. If you already have created a shipping profile, this will be all here, right? And if you still need help with creating shipping profiles, I will be leaving a video in the description that I did about that, right? Here also too, like your policies will also show up here. If you have sections already created, here's where you can link that or add a new one. And then here is where you'll choose to like how you want to, do you want to do this like automatic, like it renews or whatever, like every 4 months, or do you want to do it manually? I always like to keep it manual, because when something expires, I want to see that it expires, and then I want to myself want to go look at it and tweak it and change it, and then I want to renew it myself. Okay, so then here you will add all your photos like I was showing you guys earlier. Also you will add a size chart here. Also you will add like any like a photo card that sometimes people don't read descriptions. So any important information like returns, exchanges, cancellations, anything that's important, your processing time, I will add a photo card about that here too. So if people don't read descriptions, they also get that information here. Here you'll go to adjust the thumbnail. So because you don't want to leave it like this, you want to make sure that people can see this. Most people are shopping on mobile, so you want to make sure that people can read and see the design, right? So then here you click done. Also here, the alter text is just for describe it to people, right? And so I usually like to say what the item is. So this is a Chicken Mama Christmas sweatshirt, right? And then you will hit applied, and then that will do that. And then also going back down here, you can literally manage variations, and here you can hit this pencil, and then you can link the colors here. Here you click on here to link, right? Like toggle that on, and then you will select the photo, right? And then we'll do that, and then done, apply. And now when somebody like are looking at your listing, and then for example they click on the white one, it's going to show them the white design, right? So then once you have filled everything, you just hit publish changes, and then your design is good to go. You go here, you can even view it on Etsy to see what it looks like, and here you go. So you made it to the end of this video, and if you're still struggling with niche ideas, make sure that you watch this video next, because on that video I give you over 20 plus Christmas niche ideas you could be adding into your Etsy shop right now. See you in the next one.